all over the place. We're online. You're listening to The Big Jim Show.
Hey, laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower.
3, 2, 1.
Only on Spotify and Anchor.fm. Hey, welcome to The Big Jim Show. And with me, as always, my lovely wife, Annette.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
Hey, so today we're going to talk about the Great Debate. What I mean by the Great Debate? Christmas movies. What's your version of a Christmas movie?
My version of the Christmas movies definitely has to be Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone's awesome. I love
Home Alone and Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. What's your
Arnold
favorite?
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, I love that movie. That movie's great. I like Home Alone. Home Alone's pretty funny.
Yeah, they do have some funny things that go on with Home Alone. All the traps are pretty cool.
Dude, those traps are freaking crazy. The nail in the foot where he's walking up.
Yeah, that totally made me cringe.
All that roofing tar that Kevin puts on the stairs, and as he's walking up, it slowly starts pulling off his socks and everything. And I don't know how in the world he hit that thing, but he somehow nailed that thing and literally nailed it.
Yeah, it sounds like a tetanus shot to me.
And he puts his whole entire foot right on that stupid thing, and you hear him go, ah!
That just makes me cringe because it looked like it went straight to the bone, and with all that tar on his foot, you know that some of that went into that wound.
The one that made me cringe was when he walks into he climbs through the window.
Well, whenever he steps on everything barefooted.
Right? And he's barefoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he steps on all those glass ornaments right there, and he's just freaking out the whole time. Mm-hmm. You see him, and he's walking. He's trying to walk on the side of his feet there, and he steps on that one just right, and you hear it. And then he's all, ah! Dude, that one makes me so cringe. I'm like, oh, because I've done that before. Mm-mm. I've stepped on a glass bear. Yeah. Stupid cat's knocked off a glass ornament and kicked it all around the ground, and I was stumbling through. I was a little kid. I was stumbling through the house, barefoot, because I always run barefoot in the house, and I stepped on one. A glass freaking ornament stepped on one.
Did you get it in your foot?
Oh! I screamed like a little baby. That hurts so bad.
You were little, so yeah.
Then you see that on Home Alone, so that to this day makes me cringe. And it's like, oh my god, I can't stand watching it. Now, the other part too is where he slips down the stairs.
Oh.
And he's like standing up there on top of the stairs, and he starts walking down, and he slips, and you hear him go, you know? That's too funny. I love that trap. That one's too funny.
Oh, he does it. I think he does it again also whenever he gets to the bottom of the stairs, and then he's slipping and sliding everywhere, and then he has to open his legs to like be able to hold himself up. And then he tries the door after like trying to pry it loose, and it opens, and he's just like, ugh.
and he falls down. You see him close the door. Of course, this is after he lands his foot on the door on the nail, and he walks back out the back window, and he slips, and then you hear the crowbar fall right on top of him because he left the crowbar on the handle.
Mm-hmm. And
he's all whoop, and then you hear the crowbar land right on top of him. He's like, ugh. But the whole entire, my most favorite trap out of that whole thing wasn't really a trap, but it was more like, you know, when they first show up to the house, and he's like, I know you're in there, and you're all alone, and the whole time Kevin's got his BB gun, and he point and blank.
I think it was a pellet gun.
Well, pellet gun, BB gun, same thing. I mean, you're getting hit in the in the manhood there, it doesn't really matter what it is, but all of a sudden he just point blank just poof, oh, and then the stupid Marv decides, oh, let's stick my head in the doggy door. So he sticks his head in the doggy door, and Kevin's he's waiting right there at ambush prone, and he just smiles at Kevin, and Kevin's all hello, and then you hear it go poof, and then you see that pellet go right in, get it right in between the ears, and he's like, ah.
Oh my gosh.
Shoots him right in the head.
And then
with
when he
pellet
swings
gun.
the paint cans
God.
from the staircase and knocks them both down.
Oh yeah, the paint cans. I've always wanted a 2-story house just to do that one time.
Thinking of, they had like a 3-story house. What did Kevin McAllister's dad do to actually be able to afford a house like that? And then take everybody, on a trip to Paris.
Oh, I'm thinking he has ties with the mafia.
Yeah, I'm thinking mafia too.
He lives in Chicago, and that's like Mafia Central right there. And he lives in Chicago, and nobody has any idea throughout the entire movie what he does for a living. One thing we do know, his brother Frank is a cheapskate. Oh yeah, big time. Big time. I'm pretty sure Kevin's dad had some kind of ties with mafia. I'm almost 100% sure.
You know that guy, what was it? The uncle that was, they were all sitting around the table,
Uncle
and
Frank.
Yeah, they spilt the milk or something, and they look what you did, you little jerk. Oh no, if somebody had talked to my child like that, it would be on like Donkey Kong, because no.
And in the second one, that stupid Frank pops off. He says, your dad is paying good money for this trip. You better not ruin my trip. It was like, well, I wouldn't want to ruin your special little trip, Mr. Cheapskate. And I was like, oh, ghetto child, man. That kid's gangster. Like, that's awesome. Like, yeah.
What do you think you learned how to do like that? What do you think you learned how to set up the traps?
Yeah, that is true.
That's totally
that's
true.
That's true.
That's a valid point.
That's true. And it's just so funny that these two, low-life burglars knew which house to break into and knew exactly how much was in there and everything. I'm like, dude, it was totally a freaking hit. It was totally a hit on the mob. Totally. I guarantee it. So the other great debate, other Christmas movies. You
know what? You forgot to mention one thing about the traps.
What's that?
The spider.
Oh my God. I try not to mention that. I'm mortified of tarantulas.
The spider. Fun fact about the spider, whenever Kevin puts it on Marv's face and he screams like all bloody hell.
Oh, I would have done the same thing.
That was not scripted.
Ooh.
That was just something that happened, and they kept it in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, because he's mortified of spiders, and when he put it on his face, because the spider was actually supposed to get away.
I think it was.
Oh, okay. Well, but anyway, when they put that spider on him and he screamed like a little girl, that's
a real thing. So that's actually
it was
that's
not
actually
scripted.
Daniel Stern screaming like a little girl because
he didn't like the spider.
Oh, I would have done the same thing. Oh, I would have done the same thing. Two movements would have happened. First movement would have been a bowel movement. The second movement would have been a real fast-paced movement. You wouldn't to see this fat boy get up so fast in your life. You put a tarantula on me. Oh, dude. I will run from here to Phoenix.
Would have been a brown streak.
You'll find me. There'll be a little brown trail. You'll find me.
Oh my gosh.
I am mortified of tarantulas big time.
They don't bother me. I don't want them to crawl on me.
Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones?
Because
Raiders
like
of the Lost
just
Ark?
anything that's crawling on me that has like that little, you know how it feels when they crawl on you? Any kind of bug.
Yeah, I try.
It feels like they kind of stick to you, and I'm like, oh no, it makes me. Oh gosh, I have goosebumps right now just thinking about it.
But Indiana Jones, the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh no!
Where they walk through that spider web. I'd have never gotten 10 feet into that game. I'm like, there's a spider web there. Nope. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go somewhere else.
No, I probably would have passed out.
I would rather deal with the knight swinging a sword at me to find the Holy Grail than to go through that tunnel with the spiders and all the big old ugly tarantulas, especially all the ones that were on the other guy's back.
Mhm.
Oh, I would have just been, ugh.
Yeah.
I would have
no
just
way.
been freaked out.
Or whenever they were.
I'd have been like, get him off me, get him off me, get him off me, get him off me.
Holy cow! Oh my gosh! What
Oh,
is
man.
one of your other favorite movies?
So that was another thing too.
What?
Speaking of Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Uh-huh.
where Indiana Jones gets dumped into the Well of Souls,
Uh-huh.
that is a real cobra that he is facing, where he's dumped over there and he's like staring. That's a real cobra. That
would be
a
a
real
big no for me.
cobra, right?
But he was a trooper, and I guess it worked out. He could have died in that scene, but
Dude,
Aren't they making another Indiana Jones?
supposed to be making another.
they are
Indiana
making
Jones.
another Indiana Jones.
The Dial of Destiny.
Dude's 70 years old.
No, he's 80 years old.
He's 80.
Harrison Ford's 80 years old and he's still doing Indiana Jones
He told me
characters.
walking in the cane the entire
Yep. And yeah, I can't picture Harrison Ford. I mean, I guess he's.
I can't picture anybody
I'll tell you
else
what's
being
funny.
Indiana Jones.
If you ever watch any of the clips of Harrison Ford and Han Solo, oh, he hated being Han Solo. He hated it so much. You ever watch some of the stuff that he does? Like it's so funny. There was a guy, I think it was on, I don't remember what show it was on, but it's on YouTube. You can look it up. And Harrison Ford has this big old huge Millennium Falcon Lego. This guy built this Millennium Falcon Lego set, and he wanted Harrison Ford to sign it as Han Solo. And so Harrison Ford's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Let me see that. And he pretends to drop it, and just pieces just fly everywhere.
That's messed
What
up.
a jerk. It was
Wow.
like, seriously, like, this guy worked so hard on this thing. Oh my God. I'm like, dude, like, that's horrible. He was like, yeah, sure, I'll sign it. Whoops. Oh, I must have dropped it. Oh, it must have fell out of my hand, and it just shatters all everywhere.
I did not know that. That's horrible.
It's horrible. Oh yeah, he hated the Han Solo character.
Well, it paid him well.
I agree. It should have. It paid him well.
Here
He
it
wanted
is
to
all
be
these
more
years
known.
later.
He wanted to be more known as as Indiana Jones. Well, I'm like, well, that's
He
just
is
as,
known as Indiana
well, yeah,
Jones.
that's just as cool too. What's wrong with? I mean, but yeah, but Harrison Ford, he's like,
Han Solo is legendary.
yeah, he's like, he was so excited when he read the script, and he was like, oh, thank God, Han Solo dies. Awesome. In Force Awakens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like, some of the stuff that he does, it's pretty funny, but but he was on the Conan O'Brien show, and he was like, yeah, well, don't you do this show for love? And he's like, no, I stay home and do this for love. And he was like, well, why did you say yes to doing Han Solo? And Harrison Ford's like, because they paid me. No other reason. They paid me. So I was like, man, this guy's
How rude.
I know, right? Like, I never meet, it's a word of advice, never meet celebrities. You may not like who they really are.
That's true.
But, yeah. So the other great debate also that we have, more Christmas movies. I think Lethal Weapon, Die Hard 2, Jaws 4 Revenge, and Batman Returns all classify as Christmas movies.
Well, they happen around Christmas time. So.
No, they're Christmas movies.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are totally Christmas movies. That's my version of a Christmas movie. Let's watch a Christmas movie. Yeah, cool. We're going to watch Lethal Weapon. Oh, really? I wanted to watch Frosty the Snowman. I'm like, no, we're going to watch Lethal Weapon. Well, what about tomorrow? Well, tomorrow's Die Hard. What
Well,
about
I'm the
after
one that brought up Lethal Weapon. You were just thinking Die Hard, and I was like, hey, Lethal Weapon. That happened during Christmas,
Oh
too.
yeah, it totally did. That's totally a Christmas movie. Yeah, and that's version of Christmas movie is Jingle All the Way, which I happen to like too.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, come on. He's
Oh,
awesome.
dude, yeah, one of my favorite actors.
He can be funny as well as be serious. You know, he had to be serious to be a Terminator. And then in Jingle All the Way, you know, he had to be the fun-loving dad that just worked too much and realized that he had to, you know, his family waiting at home, and that's what was really mattered to him.
It's
so.
turbo time.
Oh my gosh, Iron Man. Over a toy, people go crazy. It's insane.
Turbo Man. It was Turbo Man.
Over a little doll.
It was a doll.
And everybody's all, action figure. And I'm like, it's a toy.
An action figure. It's not a doll.
Oh, really?
It's not a doll.
You just said it was a doll.
No.
Yes, you did.
I did not. I did no. Nope.
Yes, you did.
You didn't hear it.
Yes, you did.
It was an action figure.
Okay.
So what do you think of those Hallmark movies that they release around Christmas time? I think they're the most stupidest thing in the world because
some of them can be pretty corny, but some of them are kind of okay,
corny?
I guess. Yeah, corny.
Ugh, I don't even watch them anymore because it's all the same thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. You always get some big executive corporate person from no other New York City. Where does they end up? Small town Connecticut. Who do they end up meeting? A guy who's either widowed or divorced. How many kids does he have? Or she have? Either one? 2 kids. What does he do for work? He cuts Christmas trees. Yeah, that's not cliche. And nope. We fall in love. We knew each other back in first grade, but I moved away to be this big executive corporate person in New York. Now I'm back because I have my humble life and I'm willing to make a family. Oh, look, an already made family. Hey, kids, this is your new mom. No issues here. Just it's so cliche. It's so like not even a real scenario. Those Hallmark movies just I'm like, turn it off. Just we're not watching that. Like, why? It's the same story.
You're like, turn it off, put on Die Hard.
Yep, turn it off, put on Die Hard. Yep. Wait, what is that? A meat grinder? Oh, hey, I'm gonna stick my finger in a meat grinder. How about that? I'd rather do that than watch Hallmark Christmas movies. Ugh. Oh, but Hallmark Christmas movies are so much positive. It's the same flippin' story. Every time. The only difference is sometimes the roles switch. But either way, there's somebody that's cutting a Christmas tree and cuts Christmas trees for a living. And it's always in a small town in Connecticut. And they're always from big city New York. And there's always either a divorced or a widowed person in there. And there's always 2 kids. And everybody just gets along so good and so happy. Not in real life.
Well, you know, they like to make it fun and holiday-ish for the families.
I think it's silly, but whatever. That's just me.
Well, when you can sit around as a family and watch a good movie, you're good.
Yeah, a good movie, not a Hallmark movie.
Well, still, like I said, you know, all the time. Jingle All the Way, there's Home Alone.
Yeah, there's
oh,
100.
You know what other movie
There's
I
100,000 Christmas movies to watch. Do not put on a freaking Hallmark Christmas movie. Oh my god!
How many people out there, I wonder, have seen the movie Scrooged?
Oh, I love that movie.
That is such a good movie. If you guys haven't seen the movie Scrooged,
oh my god, I love that movie.
You need to go see it with Bill Murray.
What's the other guy's name? Bobcat Goldthwait?
Yeah.
Goldthwait? I can't remember. He was on Police Academy. That dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. He, he actually talked like that. He had like a speech impediment somehow or a deformity that made him talk weird.
Oh,
I can't remember
I thought
what
that
it
was
was.
just like how he portrayed himself.
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't think
interesting.
so.
I did not know that.
I'll have to Google it again. But yeah, that was a good movie. It was not a Hallmark movie, but it's definitely a good one.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. Oh, let's see, what's another good one? Christmas Story. Everybody has to like Christmas Story. Poor kid, all he
You'll
wanted
shoot your eye out.
was you'll shoot your eye out. You don't want a Red Ryder BB gun. Why? He'll shoot your eye out. Crazy movie.
I think every kid when they were not every kid, but most kids when they were little had a BB gun. I know that we did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, even the girls. I don't know if it was just my family or if it was all families, but
No, we had BB guns. We had slingshots. Then
we
had
were
the
never
wrist
told we were going to
rockets.
shoot our eye out, though.
I don't know how we didn't shoot our eyes out, but because I
Never
know
know
me and
how
my brother
something
shot
didn't-
each other.
I never knew how those things didn't ricochet and come back and get you.
Oh,
Especially
they
if you-
did. Oh, they did. They did. Oh, they ricocheted. Oh,
Did
yeah.
you ever shoot your eye out?
I didn't shoot my eye out. But me and Adam used to always shoot each other with BB guns.
I remember
the
you
time.
guys told me you guys used to put ants in there and shoot ants at
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, we had those. We had a. I don't even remember. It was a Daisy, one of those air pump ones, and we always had BB gun wars, and we always. Well, you only pump it once. Yeah, that never happened. Pump that thing up like 10 times. Instead of putting a BB in there, we put a big old bullhead ant. Shoots out the barrel just the same. I don't recommend it. Yeah, shot my brother in the arm with it, and the head stuck in the whole entire arm, and it was still biting him, so it kept causing all these welts and everything all up and down his arm.
That would totally suck.
Yeah, we had a shady childhood. We did some shady things growing up.
You're gonna have to sing the sketchy song.
We're gonna do some sketchy crap. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope we get away with it.
Which you probably did most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
When they
Oh, yeah.
found out you got your butt spanked, I can imagine.
Yeah, when they found out.
If
5,
they
6
found
years
out,
later.
yeah.
No, we weren't stupid. Yeah, because if you told mom and dad, it was just stupid, right?
No, you let them find out for themselves. You're not going to go tattle on yourself. I mean, come on.
Why is there a BB embedded into your skin? Well, my brother shot me at point blank range. What?
I had that happen to my cousin. One of my dad's friends, his son had a BB gun, and he had a crush on my cousin. Okay, and so
He had a crush on your cousin? Which cousin?
Goldie.
Oh.
And so he thought it would be a good idea to shoot her with the BB gun, and he thought it was just pumped full of air. Well, he didn't know that it had a BB in it still, and that went directly into her behind, the cheek of her behind.
What a way to say it.
It's still there because they could not get it out.
What a way to say, I really like you. Let's shoot somebody in the ass with a BB gun.
I know. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And it was so bad because all of a sudden I saw blood on her shorts. I was like, oh my gosh,
man.
she's bleeding.
Oh.
Oh, his dad took that gun and busted it in half.
I-
And he's like, what were you thinking?
Good God. Hi, I like you. Can I shoot you in the ass with a BB
He was
gun?
just like screaming. She was, oh my gosh. We had to take her to the emergency
That's
room.
horrible.
They unfortunately couldn't get the BB out because it was too far in there.
I got a BB stuck in my butt. Why? What happened? Well, I had this boy that really liked me. Okay. Well, how does a BB... Well, he shot me in the butt with a BB. Oh, I'd hate to see what happened if he didn't like you.
You know, when you're getting shot in the butt with a BB gun, I could just imagine
Dude, that stings.
that would hurt so bad.
Oh, it stings. It'll make you jump
Because
up.
you know, when people, whenever they get shots in the behind with a needle,
Oh,
that's gotta hurt like 10 times as bad.
dude, and you don't even know it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it hurts getting shot in the butt with a BB gun, a steel BB gun, not to be confused with the airsoft BBs, but yeah.
Airsofts are no better.
Airsoft is
Neither
nothing.
is paintballs.
Airsoft paintball is nothing compared to BBs, like steel BBs.
When you went with all the guys and did paintball, did you not come home with like several humongous bruises?
Yeah, absolutely I did.
Oh my gosh.
But it wasn't near as painful as a BB gun.
That one was on your side.
It just looked.
He got a kidney
it was
shot.
One of those. It was one of those injuries that it looks a lot worse than what it really is. Yeah, yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I was wearing my plate armor and everything, and everything, and there was one magic little paintball that found its way in between my rib and my plate. And
I think that was a
it.
kidney shot.
That was the kidney shot. Yep, that was the kidney shot. You showed me,
and it wasn't even the size of a paintball, man. It was like the size of a softball. Looked like hit you, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what did you do?" He shot me with the paintball. Got me.
We all shot each other. That was.
Well, I know that you guys were out there.
The whole purpose was to go out there and shoot each other.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, though. Wouldn't dream of it now. I wouldn't dream of it now.
Yeah.
But
you guys were still boys playing with toys, just depending on who had the best one.
Right? Yep, that was for sure. We wanted to buy Cordell a BB gun for Christmas, and just let him loose out here in the yard, but we got too many windows. And if he's anything like me and my brother, I could just see him shooting Kyler. Probably wouldn't be a good idea.
No.
But I may buy him one anyway.
Brother.
I may buy him one anyway.
Well, you and your brother did it.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean,
kids
boys will be boys,
are boys.
But still, it's probably not a good idea.
Maybe. It may be a good idea.
So, yeah.
We'll be right back after the break.
You're listening to The Big Jim Show, only on Spotify and Anchor.fm.